like Lance Stevenson blowing in LeBron James's ear, the end for the NBA is near, and it's a pretty bad day to be Chauncey Billips and Terry Rozier. Welcome back to Luke's Lowdown, and today it's a bit more of a serious topic, a league that I watch very often. I know some of the people that I talk to say the NBA is terrible and falling apart, and college basketball is better. NBA is the worst in terms of the four major sports, whatever. But this is more of a serious topic, as the FBI getting involved with the NBA, arresting Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier. There being 30 co-conspirators in this whole illegal gambling, sports betting thing, also illegal poker. It's just a whole lot of stuff. Just things that you shouldn't have to deal with when you have a professional sports league. Like the NFL, MLB, they never have stuff like this. I mean, maybe the Shohei Ohtani thing, but that was so different compared to this, as it kind of ruins the integrity of the game, if you think about it. I mean, you have a coach, Chauncey Billups, who tells his friends, tells people he knows before the injury reports come out, hey, Damian Lillard's not going to be playing. Bet against the Portland Trailblazers while the betting lines are higher. I mean, it ruins the integrity of the game. And not even that, but Terry Rozier telling his friends, people he knows, to bet his under, and he fakes injuries. I mean, it's like, why should I get invested in a sport that the players don't even care enough to play to their fullest potential and play the best that they can, when they care more about their player props and hooking their friends up with easy money instead of playing to their contract that they're making millions of dollars to play basketball. I mean, it goes back to even last season. Jonte Porter, he would intentionally miss shots. I mean, somehow he shot a better field goal percentage than Angel Reese did last season, and he was intentionally trying to miss. But still, betting on your own under and telling people to bet on your under is crazy. I mean, to intentionally play bad and potentially ruin the outcome for your team just for some gamble. Like, sports gambling has become too big, in my opinion. Sports betting is everywhere. Every sports game, every ad, NFL partnering with DraftKings and all that, NBA having FanDuel basically in every ad break. You got Charles Barkley and them talking about FanDuel. The MLB, the Detroit Tigers being on FanDuel Sports Network. I mean, it's gotten too big, and something has to change here. I mean, if the FBI has to get involved, something has to change. You shouldn't have players intentionally selling games, intentionally missing shots. It ruins the integrity of the game, and Adam Silver has to do something. And along with that, the Kawhi Leonard debacle, where the Clippers were paying money to him basically under the table and not having all of his money on the salary cap. And they haven't done anything about that either yet. So the NBA really has to fix something. It's spiraling right now, because a lot of people, including myself, are thinking, why should I get invested in an 82-game season when there's a chance that certain players and certain athletes and coaches are intentionally throwing the games and playing worse than they can and intentionally missing shots so their prop bets hit and their friends and family get money? It's to a point where, as a player, you're making already what? Terry Rozier is making $20 million, and he just threw that all away for a couple $100,000. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what's going on. And back to Chauncey Billups, he's in a illegal poker scheme with the mafia. I mean, what are we doing? You're a former NBA champion. You're the head coach of a young upcoming Trailblazers team, and this is how this. What's the point? For everyone that doesn't know, Chauncey Billups was involved in an illegal poker scheme where they would basically steal money from victims that thought it was just a normal poker game, because they counted cards, they marked cards to where you could only see the markings if you had special sunglasses on, which Chauncey Billups and the other conspirators had. And Chauncey Billips was there basically to make it seem like a normal poker game, and they had shuffle machines so they knew exactly what cards were going to come out, and stole from 2019 to 2024 millions of dollars from people. And even they would get violent if people couldn't pay their quote unquote debts that really shouldn't have been debts because they got cheated out of the poker games. The mafia would come after them. So not only were you getting cheated out of money, if you didn't pay them, it was getting ugly. So I really don't know where the NBA goes next with this. Obviously, the FBI investigation is going to take months and months. It's obviously innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying that Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, anybody like that is guilty yet. Obviously, that investigation's still ongoing, but it's a bad look for the NBA, which in many's eyes is already falling behind leagues like the NFL, NHL, even college athletics. So this is not a great look. Along with the Kawhi Leonard stuff, the Jonte Porter stuff last year, it's not a good look when two of your employees are being arrested by the FBI and you had no idea. So interesting to see what happens next. I'm glad that my Chicago Bulls aren't involved in this because that would even be more tough for me. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Luke's Lowdown. And I don't know. This is a tough look for the NBA. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have an update video out soon, but we'll see you next time.